Hello and welcome back to the channel. As always, action figure news just keep popping up and I finally found some time to talk about some of the new stuff or relatively new stuff that I'm mostly interested in. We have some custom work, some knockoffs, but some official releases as well. So without further ado, let's jump right in. And we're gonna start with Mass Toys news because a few days ago on their Twitter page, they posted 2 new images of their custom Venom prototype. Now, obviously, this is still an unfinished, unpainted mold that they are still testing. They say that this is probably not even the final look in terms of the sculpt. They are still tweaking things, adjusting parts and pieces in order to find the look that they are going for. But it sure is good to see that they are working on this figure and that we are one step closer to getting this guy into the production stage. We can ignore the whites and reds of this prototype and focus on what they are actually showing us here, and it is the 2 new head sculpts. Previously we only saw that one neutral head, but now they are showing us this alternate Venom head with open mouth and a long tongue out. The sculpt looks really good and we can even see how his eyes are sculpted in. This alternate head was a must for a Venom figure, so we kind of knew that if we ever get this figure, it will have to come with something like this. What we were not sure about is will it come with an Eddie Brock head, and Mass Toys decided to show us that as well. It is unpainted and molded in the white plastic, so it's kind of difficult to see the details, but that doesn't matter at the moment. If we can judge by how they did the unmasked head on their latest Superior Spider-Man, there is a high chance that this head will also end up looking fantastic. Another detail that I've noticed here is the neck. This is not the same neck as this previous one. You see the difference? So we will also get an alternate neck with that classic half Venom, half skin look, and I love that. We can also see that his spider symbol on the chest is sculpted on. I talked to the guys from Mass Toys yesterday, and when we were mentioning this Venom, they told me in their own words that as long as it is the style that most people want, it will be only a matter of time in the future for when will this figure be released. And since this was not the first time we spoke about this Venom, I said to them like, come on, you guys already know that a lot of people are very excited about this figure. Let's not pretend like it's a matter of if people want it. They do want it, we do want it, I do want it. And so they laughed. So what I want to say is there is no way that we won't get this figure. I'm sure we'll get it in 2026, but they still can't determine the delivery time and the price. There are still more things I would like to see here. Maybe one more head where we partially see Eddie's face through Venom's mouth, and then his symbiote tentacles and symbiote weapons as swappable parts for his arms. All of that would make this our ultimate Venom in a 1/12 scale. Could they include all of this in this release? They probably could. Superior Spider-Man came with a bunch of stuff, including his Waldos, so I don't see why we couldn't get a similar amount of accessories with this Venom. In the meantime, I'm very tempted to get some of these Venom heads from AliExpress, repaint this Roman key big guy base body, and make my own custom Venom. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Let me know. Oh, and also at the moment, if you see any online listing that sells a Mass Toys Venom, even if it shows these prototype images, you can be sure that it's fake. Don't fall for it because you will get scammed. Stay tuned right here for all updates on this figure, and when the first pre-orders go up, I'll let you guys know right away, as I always do with all of their releases. As far as other Mass Toys and City Toys releases go, I already said it before, but I'll say it again because you never know if this is the first time someone is watching one of my videos, but City and Mass Toys have a new official store on AliExpress, and it is called KK Outdoor Boutique Store. This is where you should place any of your new orders for their figures because their previous Funly Toy Store is slowly going away. And as always, links for all of their figures are down in the video description. City Toys number 105 blue and gray Batman Hush is now shipping, so you can expect to get your copy soon. Mine arrived, and you can expect that review to be on the channel in the next few days. Their next release is a custom black Daredevil, and that one is expected to be shipped around the end of January or even earlier. Their red Daredevil, Tiger Stripe Wolverine, and Agent Venom are temporarily out of stock, but next batch is expected to be shipped around December. All 3 Mass Toys figures, Superior, Symbiote, and Kane, are now back in stock. Again, links for all of their figures are down in the description so that it is easier for you to find what you want. Moving now forward to the next one, and we have some AC Factory news. Most of you guys already know this, I posted it on my post tab as soon as it was announced, but they are making a custom white version of Revoltech Ryu Hayabusa. Well, this is something that we definitely did not expect. We do know how they are a smaller company with less firepower in comparison to City Toys, and we know that because of that they are very slow with their releases. But the thing that is kind of annoying, at least to me, is how their schedule changes all the time. At least that's how it looks. Remember how after Ultron they revealed Ryu and War Machine as their potential upcoming projects? And then a lot of us went nuts about getting that War Machine, and then suddenly they announced that they are doing Attack on Titan Eren after Ryu and not War Machine, and then all of a sudden Bloodshot, Winter Soldier and Thor were added to the schedule, and all before War Machine. And now that standard Ryu Hayabusa in his black outfit that was scheduled to be released this December is pushed to February of 2026, and this custom white version is coming out first. What is going on here? Why is this AC Factory schedule so confusing? I don't really have the answer, I'm just asking the question. If they are able to release a white version, why not release the black version first? I really don't know. But even though I'm saying all of this, I don't mean to say that this will be a bad figure. Not at all. In fact, I'm sure it will be fantastic. I'm just confused by their constant schedule change. I'm getting both versions anyway because I want to review them on my channel. I won't pretend like I know much about Ryu Hayabusa. I saw some gameplay from few games, but I myself never played any of them. I also don't know if he ever appeared like this in the game, but I recently saw someone in the comments saying that it's some kind of outfit from his father or something like that you can use in the game, but that it doesn't look like this. I don't know. To me, this is a cool looking ninja for my collection, and it will be great to have both versions on my shelf. Previously we saw how AC Factory is improving some of the joints on their copy, so I'm sure that the quality will be great. Now they sent these promo images of this white version, but also few new shots of an alternate bonus head that will be included for both black and white version. Both are also coming with that bonus sword that were not included in one of the previous knockoffs of this figure. It will be the best Revoltech Ryu KO on the market, and I also have to say that I was wrong in some of my previous videos where I talked about this AC Ryu. I said that it will be the Ninja Gaiden 3 version, but that is incorrect. Of course, the original Revoltech figure is still not released, so this AC copy will be a version from Ninja Gaiden 2, so I apologize for bringing you a wrong information. I guess the promo images that they were using on their listing made me believe that it will be from Ninja Gaiden 3. My mistake. Anyway, a white version of Ryu Hayabusa is scheduled to be released in December, so next month, and again, the standard black version is scheduled for February 2026. Obviously, this all could change and we could get a pink version before the black one, so stay tuned for all AC Factory updates. But what do you guys think about this AC Factory white version of Ryu Hayabusa? Are you interested in something like this? Do you plan to get this figure? Let me know. Links for all AC Factory releases and pre-orders are also down in the video description. So far, they released only one figure, their Ultron, but they also have some nice effect sets, and recently they added sets of Revoltech style replacement joints, so in case you need any of those or you want to pre-order these Ryu figures, links are in the description, so check them out. AC Factory has two AliExpress stores, DC Marvel Toy Store and Salix Store, and it really doesn't matter which one you are going with. But again, all the links are there for you to pick and choose. I also wanted to point out, just in case someone is interested in these, that the same Salix Store has a listing for these two Figma knockoffs, Laios and Marcel. I have no idea who made these knockoffs and is their quality any good, but in case you want to check for yourself, link is in the description. As far as those Mayfax factory rejects go, some of you guys were asking me about those, and unfortunately I haven't found anything new about them. There is no new factory rejects on AliExpress other than the ones that I already talked about in my previous videos, and I also reviewed some of them. So if you want to see how factory rejects of Nightfall Batman, Classic Iron Man and the Tiger Stripe Wolverine look, check out those videos. If I find some new rejects, I'll let you guys know. Moving on to some other news, Funjo is coming out with their new 2.0 version of Zack Snyder's Justice League Black Suit Superman, and I just finished recording my review of Superman and Battle Damaged Armored Batman 2-pack, but this 2.0 Black Superman looks even better, at least from what I see on these these promo images. This one will have a wired cape, unlike the one from the mentioned 2-pack, but based on my recent experience with Funjo, I am afraid that the wires again won't be connected to the body, and that's something that really frustrates me when some of these companies do something like that. But the figure does look great. It comes with a total of 3 pairs of hands, an alternate angry head, and a display base. Selig store already has it listed, and in case you're interested, link is in the description. By now we probably all know about this Batman Hush by Gong Studio, but I just wanted to mention it briefly because I am very interested in checking this figure out. I'm not sure what base body they are using under those soft goods, but to me it looks like that Adam body that I also reviewed on the channel. It has the same bulkiness, although I remember not being that impressed by its articulation. I might be wrong, they maybe used some other body with a better range of movement. But so far what I can tell from these promo shots is that the figure does look good. I've heard that there were some complaints about the way that the nose part of the mask sticks out like this, but personally it doesn't bother me that much. I think that the figure still looks good, and that wired cape especially looks aesthetically pleasing. I'm sure it will be a lot of fun for posing. The set also comes with a decent spread of accessories. There are 2 alternate heads, an angry masked one and an unmasked Bruce Wayne's head. There is also a wrap piece that goes around the head, alternate hands, mask down piece, and his batarangs and grappling hooks. This figure is available on Bombusby store and on Selig store on AliExpress, and in case you are interested, I'll leave both links down in the description so you can choose what is a better option for you. I do have my copy on its way to me, so I will review it as soon as it arrives. But speaking of Batman Hush, this week LPZZ or UPF gave us an update for their version of Batman Hush, and it looks like they made some adjustments to the sculpt of that figure. Namely, it is still in a prototype stage, but when they showed the previous version, some people were complaining about the chest size and it not being big enough. And so guys from LPZZ listened and made the chest bigger. You can see on the new image how the bat symbol is now mostly on his chest, and so now that torso is definitely bigger. It's a well-made adjustment, and it's always great to see a company listening to its fans and customers. The cape is also not a final product. It is just here to give us a glimpse of how will this guy look with a soft goods wired cape. I'm looking forward to this release because, by the looks of it, this could be the best Batman Hush figure in a 1/12 scale. It is also worth noting that they showed us this image of Malfoy from their upcoming Harry Potter line, and wow, look at that head sculpt. These guys are really killing it with the things that they are working on right now. I hope that the finished product will have this level of quality because I would love for this Harry Potter line to be fantastic. And also on their Instagram page, each week they are having a poll for people to vote on what franchise they want to see them do next, and it looks like one of those will be Assassin's Creed line of action figures. They said that the main characters are already covered and that people can tell them what other characters from this franchise they would like to see. But this is of course not the only franchise that LPZZ is offering, because they have a Warner Brother license, so they can give us much more, as I've talked about in some of my previous news videos. I would also like to mention that InArt announced that they will have a big Black Friday sale going from November 28th to December 7th, and they also introduced their point system where you will be able to collect those as rewards for purchasing products on their online store. So in case you are waiting for some of their items to be on sale, this is when that will happen. This week they also posted promo shots of their 1/6 scale Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises, and my god, how good does this figure look? The likeness is incredible, and even though this is a 1/6 figure, I'm hoping that they will be able to transfer some of this quality to their 1/12 Catwoman that they are working on. And also their 1/12 Black Myth Wukong is scheduled to be released in December, and I will have that review on my channel soon, so stay tuned for that. Chaos Muff Toys revealed their Jaeger the Mutant Leader, or the War Leader as it's called here. It is a continuation of their DC line, and the figure looks really good. Shading on the skin is nicely done, and he comes with soft goods trousers, a total of 3 different heads, alternate hands, and some other accessories that, when combined with the heads, you can get a total of 18 different looks for this guy, as they point out on this image here. This figure is up for pre-order on Bombusby store, so in case you want to get it, link is down in the description. Next, I just wanted to share a few images from an exhibition where Medicom toy Mayfax had their display and showed some of their re-releases, but also some upcoming releases. Here we have probably our first look at their Rogue outside the promo shots. They didn't show Jubilee, but from my understanding, both figures are delayed again, unfortunately. unfortunately. Medicom is notorious for always delaying their releases. But here they also showed Queen Maeve from The Boys, their new movie Venom, and look how huge that figure is. But then also their new movie Battle Damage Wolverine. These all look great, but again, unfortunately, Medicom tends to delay their figures. And then finally an update to Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts. Namely, they had their own exhibition where they had the first 3 Gamerverse figures on display, so we had a better look at Cyclops, Spider-Man and Wolverine, and I love the bright colors on these figures. We even got an early look at Cyclops by Mr. Lee on his Instagram page, where he compared the size with some other versions, and so here we see how this new SHF Cyclops compares to Marvel Legends X-Men 97 version on our left and Mafex version on our right, and SHF is definitely the shortest out of the 3. Although I would like it to be taller, I am still looking forward to this figure and it should be out by the end of this month. We are also still waiting for them to announce when will pre-orders for their Wolverine go up, so stay tuned for that. On that same exhibition, they also showed their updated Revenge of the Sith Anakin with a brand new head sculpt that, in my opinion, looks much better than the previous ones that they gave to that re-released version. But this new one also comes with soft goods Jedi robe. Will there also be some alternate heads or faceplates for this updated Anakin? Hopefully we'll find out soon. Last time I mentioned how we could get an SHF line of Clone Wars characters but in their animated look, and that's exactly what they announced the next day. Personally, I think that this was needed because there are a lot of people out there who like this animation style, but we never got that from Hasbro in their Black Series line because they tend to make those figures in a more realistic looking style, so when they are making characters from animation, they are adjusting their look to be more in line with that realism. But Bandai is perfect for this animation style. They are well known for their anime figures, so this stylization in combination with their cuts in sculpt and articulation will be a perfect combo for something like this. They showed us the 3 main characters, Anakin, Obi-Wan and the young Ahsoka from season 1, and in my opinion they all look fantastic. I hope that this line will take off and that we will get much more other characters and different looks for these 3 as well. There is still no pre-order info for these, but when we get an update, I will let you guys know. So there you go, those were some of the things that I wanted to talk about for today's video. What do you guys think about some of these reveals? Which are the ones you are mostly interested in? Let me know all of it down in the comments. I recently reviewed Sexy Eyes 2019 Manticora and I'm still amazed by that figure. It is so much fun to mess around with it, to pose it around. That company is doing a great job with that line of figures. My review of City Toys 105 Blue and Grey Batman Hush should be on the channel right after this video, so stay tuned for that. I still have a lot to share with you guys until the year ends, and I'm trying my best to record and edit everything as fast as I can, so stay tuned for all of it. As always, a huge thank you to my Patreon and channel members for their support. If you can also join and help, please do so, links are in the video description. And of course, to all of you guys, thank you so much for watching, thank you for being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next video.